Roger Daltrey, the legendary frontman of The Who, recently delivered an emotional and deeply personal moment during a performance at London's Royal Albert Hall, and it left fans heartbroken. At 81 years old, Daltrey stood on stage, not just as a rock icon, but as a man grappling with the unavoidable realities of aging. In the middle of the show, Daltrey paused to share a candid health revelation that shocked the audience. "The joys of getting old mean you go deaf," he said with a bittersweet smile. "I also now have the joy of going blind. Fortunately, I still have my voice, because then I'll have a full Tommy." For longtime fans, that last line hit especially hard. Tommy refers to The Who's groundbreaking 1969 rock opera, a concept album that tells the story of Tommy Walker, a young boy who becomes deaf, dumb, and blind after a traumatic experience. Despite these disabilities, Tommy becomes a pinball champion and a spiritual figure, a metaphor-rich narrative that explored themes of trauma, isolation, fame, and healing. The album was a major turning point for the band, catapulting them to another level of artistic achievement and solidifying their reputation as innovators in rock music. That Daltrey would compare his own physical struggles to Tommy's condition adds a tragic poetic twist, especially considering he portrayed the title character in the 1975 film adaptation of Tommy, a role that showcased his voice, charisma, and dramatic intensity. To now be facing the same ailments that defined that fictional character brings his journey full circle in a hauntingly real way. Roger Daltrey first went public about his hearing loss in 2018, warning fans to take better care of their ears at concerts. "If you want to hear me in the future, wear earplugs," he told an audience. Decades of explosive live performances, roaring crowds, and powerful amplification clearly took a toll. Yet despite these setbacks, Daltrey's voice remains a powerful instrument, and he knows it. Holding on to his vocal ability seems to be his last stronghold as a performer. It's a testament to his resilience, discipline, and deep love for music. The Who was formed in 1964 in the heart of the British rock explosion. Alongside guitarist Pete Townsend, bassist John Entwistle, and drummer Keith Moon, Roger Daltrey helped shape the sound of a generation. Known for their rebellious energy, smashing guitars, and larger-than-life stage presence, The Who became one of the most influential bands in rock history. With classic albums like My Generation, Who's Next, Quadrophenia, and of course Tommy, they pushed boundaries in songwriting, storytelling, and live performance. Their innovative use of synthesizers, powerful lyrics, and raw emotion paved the way for countless bands to follow. They've sold over 43 million albums worldwide and were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1990. Their music has influenced everyone from punk bands to progressive rock acts and is still celebrated by new generations today. But fame also came with chaos. The band lost their explosive drummer, Keith Moon, in 1978 to an overdose, and bassist John Entwistle passed away in 2002. Despite those losses, Daltrey and Townsend continued to tour and keep the spirit of The Who alive. Now, as he faces the twilight of his life and career, Roger Daltrey's vulnerability on stage reminds us that even rock legends are human. The fire may dim, the senses may fade, but the music and the impact lives on. Hearing and vision may leave him, but his voice, presence, and legacy will continue to echo across stadiums and speakers for decades to come. If you found this story powerful or learned something new about Roger Daltrey and The Who, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more deep dives into the legends of rock. This is Rockspire, where the music never dies. It only gets louder. God bless.